Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Good morning everyone, good morning. And today we actually have some very intriguing restock information. We have a somewhat confirmed slash am confirmed. It's not like a full-on confirm. So if you guys seen the title, it's kind of like you guys will hear about it. It's basically in the PS Direct where people have a second chance on that, and some walk-in information that we do kind of think that stock has arrived on that. So it's like confirmed, but like it's not like, give it like an 80% confirmed and like a 100% confirmed. But you guys will understand as I kind of ramble into it, and some good potentials mixed on in with it. As well, we'll also go talk about all the other really big retailers, some retailers we are expecting some restock information from, and just overall a lot of little things all throughout today. So it should be a pretty good video. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, and also have a great day. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Drop a like on it if you guys wanna. Let's go dive on in. So we actually made a video on this yesterday, but the major kind of big focus point slash thing we're gonna be on the lookout for all throughout today is the PlayStation Direct. Now, it's not as enticingly confirmed as previous PlayStation Directs, as I'm sure you guys maybe saw, but like I said, I made a video on it. Basically, the PlayStation Direct is offering a somewhat very unique thing called a second chance restock, which I don't think they've ever actually done before. So basically what it is we saw emails stating that as of today, this is technically a confirmed drop, and we'll be waiting for the public queue. Make sure you guys are definitely following up the Twitter and subscribe to the channel, by the way, just for the bonus. Like, if it happens, I will tweet it. If it happens, I will put a YouTube community post for it, so you guys will hopefully see it. But an hour earlier than usual, PlayStation Directs will be opened up for the people who were either in the PlayStation Directs of the past 2 weeks, or if you guys had issues with it, or if you guys got that like second chance email. So what they kind of did is they basically said, we went over in the previous video, but it was like, hey, we kind of messed up. We kind of had a bad drop. This one's kind of on us. Here's your invite link. Blah, blah, blah. So it is a 1 hour earlier. It's at 11 a.m. PST, 12 o'clock Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. EST, 1 hour earlier than the usual PlayStation Directs with those individual email links. And then we'll also be on the lookout just to see if there is any extra stock. They may go public for a public queue, which anyone can enter. So on the very first segment of the day, like the first confirmed drop, quote unquote, that is for anyone. And I believe if you guys have had a PlayStation Direct email, we keep on hearing the number for 2 weeks. Now, they had a really big issue around like 4 or 5 days ago where they had like a queue, but then the queue wasn't open for people, and it was saying it was instantly sold out. I think that was a very bad day where a lot of people had issues. And then same with the public queue. I think it was like a day before, a day after, where it was just like the same thing. Like it was just out of stock. People weren't getting consoles. Everything was all really kind of strange and weird. It was just kind of a really weird and strange drop. So when it comes to all that, if you guys have had an email throughout the past 2 weeks, we don't know the exact specific dates because it's, of course, not open as of yet, but it does seem like anyone who has had those emails and had issues getting their consoles, they should be able to go enter. So it should be good, and as I mentioned, we'll definitely have a public queue afterwards. Well, not definitely, but if there is, I will definitely tweet out it. We can maybe expect it maybe like 2 to 4 hours after the fact, and I'll make sure to be on the lookout for it in case we do see the drop or not. So like I said, follow the Twitter down below, and make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. So that's like mostly confirmed. It's for sure happening for the email people, not for sure happening on the public queues, but as well for secondary stuff. And we also may make a separate video on this later on if more proof for more stuff throughout the PlayStation 5 restock community shows up. But Staples, so as I mentioned all throughout this past weekend, it does kind of seem like Staples was a little bit on the quieter side. We did go and see them be a little bit quieter for around 2 weeks or so, but apparently they actually do have another big batch of Staples consoles showing up. Apparently it's both on the PlayStation 5s and Xboxes, and also apparently on the bigger stock. Number-wise, we're talking like over 8 consoles. Like in comparison, like Myers, which we'll talk about in a second, had like 4 and 4. So Myers was on the way smaller side. We're also seeing Fred Meyers and Kroger's with like 1 to 3. So this is actually a big boy drop when it comes to Staples. Staples has done bundles before, so we've also been kind of closely watching them and closely seeing them because we have been having reports throughout these past few months of whenever they did go and fully switch on into these in-store restocks. But we actually have been seeing, and apparently more folks have been mentioning, their stores have been receiving big stocks, and also some employees apparently have also been confirming and talking about it too as well. So if any of you guys out there are trying to go check your local stores, now might be a good time, but I'm sure you guys always know from our usual reminders, Depends on your area, depends on your zip code, depends on the managers for the store. I think we're actually seeing the initial reports on the East Coast. We saw West Coast in the middle of the country a few weeks ago. But yeah, so apparently if you guys are in East Coast, Staples stores, PlayStations, and Xboxes seem like they are slowly slowing on in. Might be worth it to give a call or give like a quick walkthrough if you guys can. As always, though, these are very hard to find, and managers and employees are kind of sketchy, and they sometimes just buy it out their own stock. We've seen reports of that throughout the past, like 5 months or so. So just bear that in mind. Don't waste your gas, don't waste your time, but if you guys just want to go for it, you guys are picking up food, getting home from work or whatever, I'd actually maybe employ you guys because the stock does seem kind of big. We'll maybe have more information on a separate video later on throughout today as we find more information, and maybe use this video too as well as a good reference. If you guys check your local Staples, send me a tweet, send me a message, send me an email, whatever, and then keep me in the loop for all that stuff. But I think that apparel is also looking very, very good and very, very juicy for today. Now, some other things to be on the lookout for. When it comes to things, Walmart will probably not be doing a restock today unless they do a complete YOLO one. We've been seeing more Wednesdays and Thursdays. But we'll also want to maybe be watching to see if a lot more stock arrivals do happen, because the stock arrivals do bump up. That does bump up the likelihood of another Walmart restock this week. Same thing for walk-ins. Costco, we have not seen any major updates in terms of any walk-ins for them. Sam's Club, we still saw that one email notice, or like more so website notice, but we haven't seen anything kind of coming from it so far, but we do know it's coming sooner rather than later. As well, when it comes to GameStop, don't forget GameStop will be having their walk-in event. We'll probably have maybe a separate video on it, maybe more so tomorrow, because I already made a proper video on it, so like maybe a nice reminder video for that. So be on the lookout for that, I guess, maybe tomorrow, but unless we find more information on that drop, we kind of got nothing else going on to tell you guys besides what you guys already know. I don't mind telling a reminder and slash because sometimes we find more store information or how they're going to be doing the drop. So, but at least for today, just know about it. We did not see them go and tease out any pro memberships or anything from today. So it does seem like a Best Buy or GameStop drop will be a little bit more on the unlikely side, but there's always that chance it could happen. But like I said, they haven't done their usual formula. They could always YOLO. Best Buy did go and do their Xbox Series X restocks, which is very nice to go and see. We saw that yesterday. They still have not done anything though for their Halo Infinite, and also no PlayStations Online. So just be aware throughout this week, there's that small chance for a PlayStation, but they may have just actually allocated all that stock for that Xbox drop, so we can kind of see from there. Target, we actually haven't seen any more stock arrivals or any information for it. We are overdue for an Xbox Series X restock, though, and I keep on saying either this week or next week. Doesn't sound that unlikely, so I'd maybe be down with that. We just have to wait for more stocks to maybe go and arrive and go and see. As well, for other various places, Amazon still has not done an Xbox Series X restock. And so far, pretty much every retailer but Target has done one very, very recently. So I do think the likelihood of an Xbox Series X, either Halo Infinite Edition or Xbox in general, will be looking very, very likely soon. So be on the lookout for that throughout this next week or so, next few days, just kind of giving you guys the reminders. As well, for other mid-tier places, military. We are still selling military restock places kind of popping on up, whether it's from your local exchange depots or just in general for your naval bases. So be on the lookout for that in case you guys do want to go pick up any stock or just go and actually go and call and check. As well, Newegg did actually have a PlayStation 5 restock, so be on the lookout once again, as always, for any PlayStation 5s or Xbox Series X's in the shuffles. And online also was very, very quiet, so we can maybe still be watching them for every single day for their next-gen restocks, whether it's for a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X bundle. We are also waiting for them to still do their Halo Infinite Xbox Series X bundles, but at least we know they usually always do promise at least once a week for various amounts of stock, so hopefully that'll happen. As well, Gamefly 2 has not done any restocks in quite some time. I would probably be pretty hyped up if they do one pretty in the near future as well. So I think that's pretty much all around the good gist for this. We've still been seeing small amount of reports maybe for Fred Meyers and Kroger's for their walk-ins and for their stock. So if you guys ever want to YOLO on that one, but I do think the likelihood still is more on the Meyers and as well Staples for walk-ins, and of course the PS Tourette, which will 100% be our major focus all throughout today. As well, to kind of wind down the video, if you guys were a part of the PlayStation Direct, feel free to leave a comment down below when your initial email did go and arrive. Mainly just so we can have the rough idea of when and like kind of the big time bracket, so I can maybe update people on Twitter or just in general. As well, if you guys did get the email, good luck. Make sure you guys are timely. And as I mentioned, make sure you guys are following the Twitter down below, and I'll let you guys know if there is a proper PlayStation public drop. And as well, same thing too as well, just if there was not or all that type of good stuff. And thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below, Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Sign up for Weeble and sign up for Coinbase, and I love you guys.